All right, hey guys, welcome back to 234 En La Casa. So today we're going to be making a cinnamon roll cake, and I know I make a lot of cinnamon roll hack videos and homemade cinnamon roll videos. I have a child that cinnamon rolls, it's her favorite dessert, so that's why I do a lot of it. She was like, "Mommy, will you make me a cake that tastes like cinnamon rolls?" So I found a recipe online. It's a cinnamon roll recipe courtesy of The Country Cook. So I'll link their information in the description box. thecountrycook.net, I think, is the URL. And so we're gonna make this. It's absolutely delicious. You can this recipe, you can half it, so you don't have to make the full recipe, but it is so easy, so simple. It's not a lot of mixing your dry ingredients and all that. Everything just goes together in one mixing bowl, mixed together, and put it in the oven. So it's really simple. And you're going to want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. I'm going to convect. And if you do the whole recipe and you don't half it, then you'll want to use a 9x13" pan, or you can half it and do an 8x8 pan. Okay. All right. I'll bring you all over and show you the ingredients. All right, guys. So we're going to start off with our cinnamon filling, and so in a separate bowl from your cake batter, you're going to want to mix together 3/4 of a cup of room temperature butter. And so if you're using your butter sticks, then you're going to use this is a 1/2 cup. And if you can see where I did the indentation there, that's going to be your room temperature. And then 1/2 of a stick of the other butter, so that's 4 tablespoons. You'll just count 1, 2, 3, 4 on here and slice it in half. And you're going to add that to a tablespoon of ground cinnamon, and this is the cinnamon that I'm using, and 2 tablespoons of flour. I'm using white lily, and then also a cup of brown sugar. And you want to make sure that cup is packed, okay? And you're going to place that in a bowl. I already have my brown sugar, cinnamon, and flour right here, and I'm going to go ahead and get my butter added, and we're going to go ahead and get that stirred in and combined. Okay, guys, so I've got the butter added. Mixing it by hand is not the way to go with this, in my opinion, so I'm going to pop this over to my stand mixer and get it mixed together there. If you want to try your hand at hand mixing it, I wish you all the best, but I'm going to go ahead and do a hand mixer for this one. Stand mixer. If you have a hand mixer, that'll work too. All right, guys, so we're going to start our mixer off really slow, and don't forget with your butter, make sure that you cut it up when you add it. Don't add it in the full stick, because once you start your mixer, it'll kind of kick up a lot of the sugar and everything. So just make sure that you have your butter cut up into pats. I'm going to start off on a low mixing setting. All right, this is going to be our cinnamon filling for the cinnamon roll cake. And so what you're going to want to do is scrape your whisk attachment, scrape all of your filling off of there, and set this to the side so you can get started on the cake portion of the cinnamon roll cake. Okay, guys, so now we've got our cinnamon roll filling put to the side. This is our cake batter base. So I've got all of this sifted together. We've got a cup of granulated sugar, 4 teaspoons of baking powder, and this is the baking powder that I used. And then we are going to have 3 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm using white lily, and that's what we have here. And then we're going to whisk this together along with 2 teaspoons of vanilla and a teaspoon of cake batter flavor. So that's the cake batter flavor. So this is the vanilla that I'm getting ready to use. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add, get that added. It just distracted me a little bit, guys, so just bear with me for a second. And then I'm going to use a paddle attachment. I'm using my stand mixer. You can use use a hand mixer for this if you would prefer, okay? So we're going to add in our extracts and 2 room temperature large eggs we're going to be adding. And 1.5 cups of milk at room temperature. I'm going to use buttermilk, full fat. Okay, you can use any kind of milk, whole milk. You want the fat content, so just make sure whatever you use has full fat. All right, and we're going to mix this together. All right, guys, this smells really, really good. I'm going to go ahead and scrape my sides, and then to this we're going to add I a stick of butter, salted butter, and you're gonna want to make sure that it is it's a half a cup of butter, so 1 stick, and you're gonna want to make sure it is melted, okay? And when you melt it, make sure that it cools off, because you don't want to add your melted butter to your batter with the eggs in here. You don't want your eggs to curdle or anything, okay? So just make sure your butter is cooled off when you get ready to add it. So and in the recipe on the at thecountrycook.net, in her recipe she states to add the melted butter slowly while your mixer is going. So that's what we're gonna do, is just go ahead and add it while it's going. We're gonna follow those instructions. Okay guys, so we've got that added, we've got the butter added slowly, and we're gonna go ahead and stop the mixer, because you don't want to over mix your batter, okay? It can lead to your cake being tough, and you want to make sure that it's, you know, nice and moist and delectable. All right guys, so make sure you've got your 9 by 13 inch pan or 8 by 8 inch pan already greased and everything, and we're going to go ahead and pour our batter into our pan. And then if you're familiar with how to make a marble cake, that's the process of that is similar to what we're gonna, or actually exactly like what we're gonna be doing with the cinnamon butter mixture that we made before we made the cake batter. So take a knife and get that cinnamon distributed through the cake batter, okay, after you have your cake batter in your cake pan. All right, so we're just adding this cinnamon butter mixture to your cake, and this is how you're gonna do it. You're just gonna add little globs of it on top of the cinnamon roll, or the roll portion of the cake, okay? And you're gonna want to make sure that you use all of the filling in the bowl, and so you can place it in different places strategically. Okay, now that you've got your cinnamon added to your cake batter, you're just gonna take your knife and you're just gonna swirl your cinnamon through the cake, just similar to how you would do your chocolate in a marble cake. Just gonna swirl it through, okay? And you're gonna do it all directions. And don't worry about it dragging, about the cinnamon dragging through there. That's what it's supposed to do. All right, we're gonna place our cake batter, or cake, let me tap it 3 times on the counter. Just getting air bubbles out. We're gonna place this in the oven at 350 degrees for 30 to 40 minutes. Okay guys, so the cake is ready, and I'm gonna go ahead and take it out. Okay, and so there it is, and I'm gonna place it to the side, and we're gonna go ahead and make the glaze for the cake. What you're gonna do is use about a tablespoon of butter. I'm gonna put this on the stove top, and let that tablespoon or 2 of butter melt, okay? The cake smells so good. It has my whole house smelling like cinnamon rolls. It's excellent. So if you love cinnamon roll smell, like cinnamon roll candles, which I don't really buy those, but if you love that smell, that's how the house smells with this cake. So that gives you something to look forward to too. Okay, so we're gonna add a tablespoon of butter to our saucepan, and I'm gonna go ahead and add just a little bit more. And then to this, we're gonna whisk in 2 cups of powdered sugar. You don't have to necessarily sift. You don't have to necessarily sift the powdered sugar, since it's gonna be dissolved here. Okay, so you can just add it straight from the bag or canister or what have you, whatever you have your powdered sugar in. Okay guys, so now we're gonna add our 2 cups of powdered sugar. And towards the end, we're gonna add in about a teaspoon of vanilla, but not while it's on the heat, because we don't want it to cook off, okay? And then we're also gonna use some half and half, or you can use full fat milk, or you can use whipping cream. And if you end up wanting your glaze thicker, you're gonna wanna add more powdered sugar than the 2 cups that I'm gonna be using. If you want it thinner, then you would just add more half and half milk or whipping cream, okay? And on the countrycook.net website, I think they called for like 5 tablespoons of milk. So you can kind of gauge it from there. I eyeball mine, and just, you know, depending on the thickness or thinness that I want for mine, for my icing to be, okay? I don't really do a whole lot of measuring when it comes to the liquid part of it. Okay, so this is gonna be our second cup. And powdered sugar is messy. That's just what it is, so get prepared. All right, guys, so I just added in that second cup of powdered sugar, of course, and a little bit more half and half. And I've got that whisked together. So you can kind of see how I'm gonna add a little bit more half and half to mine. I want mine just a little bit thinner. Okay, that's about as thin as I think that I'm wanting it. And so now you're just gonna take this and you're gonna pour it over your warm cake. And on her website in the directions, she states that if you wanna cut the cake warm, you can. She says that she has better success when the cake has cooled and you get a better, you know, a cleaner cut in terms of, you know, having your cake cut really nice and seamlessly and smoothly. But if you don't care about that part of it and it's just you eating it, or, you know, at home and you don't care, you want it, I would say cut it warm. I guarantee you it's probably good. So let me go ahead and get this poured over the cake. Okay. Okay. And you could even do, if you prefer cream cheese icing for your cinnamon rolls, because some people do like the cream cheese, you could do a cream cheese icing with this too, instead of the sugar icing. And there you go, that's it. And then I have a cinnamon sugar mix that I keep handy in a little container. I'm just gonna sprinkle some of that on top. This is cinnamon, brown sugar, and white sugar, so granulated sugar. There you go. And if you want your icing thinner, you can always add a little bit more milk, like I said, to get it thin. I'm gonna go ahead and cut a piece of this and taste it and let you all know how it tastes. Okay, so this is the cake cut warm, okay? And that's what it's, and this is a corner piece, of course. It sure does look like a cinnamon roll, I tell you that. You could even put some walnuts or pecans in there too, if you like the, you know, nutty kind of cinnamon roll. Absolutely excellent. Excellent. So good. This would be so wonderful with a cup of coffee or something, if you're, you know, if you enjoy coffee or tea. Okay. And it's ultra moist and so good. All right, y'all. See you next time. Take care.